So last week I dropped this video here, Dragon Ball Super Monaka's True Identity, and a lot of people drop Monaka videos all week, which should really surprise nobody, but I dropped mine with a purpose, because as you guys know who have been subscribed to me for a long time, my big thing here is to be completely different from everybody else, and I haven't done one of these in a while, so welcome to the Dragon Ball Super Monaka's True Identity community response video where I actually look at your comments and I reply to them. Now, we got a crap ton of comments on this video, so I'm probably not going to be able to respond to each and every one on this video, and if I don't get to yours, I do apologize. We have over 1,000 comments here, but I'll be filtering them by top comments, so if you don't get your comment read, again, I apologize. For that, it's just, it would literally be a 5-hour video if I did that. And nobody's going to sit through a 5-hour video, right? Unless it's like porn or something, And even then, for 6 minutes and you're done, right? Give your right hand a rest. No, but, so I want to go ahead and read some of you guys' comments here. Like I said, a lot of YouTubers will say, blah, 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 blah. Leave a comment below. Me, on the other hand, I actually read the comments. A lot of people don't read them. They just want you to comment to get their ranking up. Daddy reads your comments. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to stop blowing myself here, and let's go ahead and read the comments here. All right. Sharaf Balboa. Trust me, guys, Monaka will be relevant in some way. Now, real quick, before I go into this, the question that I posed in that video, which I'll put a link to down below if you haven't seen it, is do you think that, are you pissed off that Monaka, that he turned out to be a flop? And do you think that he'll have more to do, or are you happy about it, or you don't care? So Sharaf says that he thinks Monaka will be relevant. I agree. I think that there's more planned with Monaka. I haven't really talked about this before this video right here you're listening to or watching. I think that he might not be as strong as Beerus said. He might not even be a strong fighter, but I do think Monaka may actually have more to do in Dragon Ball Super, of course, all depending on how long Super actually is. And no, folks, it's not 100 episodes. That rumor was debunked a year ago. There are still people out there saying that. It's crazy. I do think Monaka will be relevant, and I don't want to, beat a dead horse here, but if you agree, leave a comment down below on this video if you agree. So, the RSAN, all right, this guy right here, this guy. Expert Games has changed profile pic to Puar. Yes, and he did do it. Josh Cliche, I was not disappointed. I never expected Monaka to be all he was made out to be. Frankly, the overhyping of him and the prospect of ending a tournament with 2 unknown characters led me to believe he wasn't powerful. Very, very good point. I actually thought about this because when I did the video with Jay where we previewed the tournament at the Talk Dragon Ball, we actually gave our predictions on the Universe 6 tournament. I was wondering, we both kind of assumed that Hit versus Monaka would close the tournament. But then I was wondering, would Toriyama really close a tournament with 2 characters who are not main characters, not Z fighters? That's kind of unlike Toriyama. So I really try to just kind of not think too much about it. But it's true. I mean, that's a good point. That's a very, very good point. I'm going to go ahead and plus that one there, bro. I haven't actually read most of these comments. I have read almost none of them because I was going to do this video. So this is my first time reading a lot of them. I was looking forward to seeing what kind of techniques Monaka had in store for us. Oh, well. Yeah, I know. John West, it's Goku's show. Like watching Batman and complaining that Catwoman is not getting enough airtime or character development. That's a good point as well. Lots of replies here. I agree with you to an extent. However, I think that with Dragon Ball specifically, when you look at Dragon Ball, like the pre-Z stuff, it definitely was the Goku show, but with Dragon Ball Z, Toriyama had some really, really good focus on Vegeta, Gohan, and Piccolo. We saw a lot of character development with them, as well as Krillin. He got married, and, like, a lot of people had, like, shit happen to him. So I think a lot of people, especially if you grew up with Z, especially if Z is, like, what you saw first and kind of what you are most familiar with, you see Dragon Ball Z, the series, as an ensemble show. But if you read it from the beginning, then yes, it's definitely the Goku show, right? There's no denying that. I think people were expecting more. That's my guess. Supernova writes, Universe 6, all interesting characters, Botamo, Impenetrable Bear, Blue Frieza, Emotional Transformer, Fake Tarble, and OP Man. That's pretty fucking creative, bro. OP Man. Why didn't I think of that? I'm like jealous I didn't think of that. Universe 7. Monaka was a fraud. Boo was a dumbass plot twist. Piccolo Ex Machina. Vegeta gained some screen time. And finally Goku the attention whore will save the day. 173 likes on that one, dude. Damn. No, I somewhat agree with this. Like Blue Frieza, Emotional Transformer, Fake Tarble, like that. The guy's on point with this. I'll be honest, guys. I moved the mic there. I was expecting the Universe 6 guys to be a lot stronger than they were, and it is a disappointment. Like this whole thing where like Whis, Beerus, Goku, and Vegeta are like the 4 strongest characters in Universe 7. And there's just nobody who can compete with them. Like, that's all well and good, but you would think that Universe 6 would have somebody equal. What this tells me is that other than Hit, there's nobody in Universe 6 who's equal, and that's kind of bullshit. I mean, come on. Nobody else has trained their whole life? I mean, really? Airspace. Monaka's still the man. Wait till he fights Champa. No, that may or may not happen. Datsu Dragoneel. The whole tournament was literally 2 versus 5. Yep. Daniel Galvan, is Hit like the only legit new fighter here? Pretty much. Notification Squad, thank you, Big Lock Crippen. If I fuck up your name, I apologize ahead of time. Jashub Isashar, who's going to stop Champa from killing all the contestants? Beerus, right? That's all I can think of, or Vados. Veya writes, I feel the point of Monaka as motivation is simple. The gap between Beerus, Whis, and Goku Vegeta is huge, especially Whis. Agreed. It's possible Beerus thought that the very gap between them would be demotivating enough as it is. Oh, you know what? That's a good point. The difference in power is so huge after a while, without being able to attain that power, they would just give up in frustration. So he created Monaka as a midterm stepping stone to serve as motivation. I mean, if they explain that, and that if they say it's Whis' idea, I would like it. Because Beerus never really seemed to care that much. Whis seems a little bit more caring about Goku and Vegeta, right? So, yeah. I'm thinking that is a possibility. Clearly, Beerus doesn't know Goku and Vegeta nearly as well as we do. Any DBZ, the only thing preventing them from training long enough to surpass anyone is their own mortal lifespans. But alas, Beerus is full enough of himself to make that sort of... Yeah, that's my point. It has to be like a Whis idea. Whis. It's the same thing. I never gave a shit about Monaka from Circuit Breaker, but I wish Boo would have gotten the chance to fight. Yeah, so do I. I think it would have made the tournament less the Goku and Vegeta show. Games and Guitars says, I'm fine with the Goku and Vegeta show. Bring it on as long as it's Goku and Vegeta show, not just Goku show. Well, Goku's going to win, bro. Probably. Again, we don't know that for sure. Well, there's spoilers out, but I'm not going to... I already kind of spoiled it. What do you think? You know? Damn. All right, Jamie Chevalier. I think it has to do with Beerus being a god. When he fought Goku back in BOG, he told him at the time he was the second best fighter he ever had. That's true. Usually in regular myths, there's ancient laws that the gods have to follow, and one of these is that the gods are above mortals. So it's reasonable to think Beerus only told Goku second in the first place to keep him humble or train him. He kept Monaka to keep up appearances because gods must act at all times as if they are infallible. Well, that's not necessarily the case. But I see your point. Dragon Ball gods are different, but I do see your point that Beerus, the character, might want to act like that. Let me get a real quick sip of this tea for the working man. Anyways, even when they're completely wrong, Beerus just can't admit that he lied, even though Goku's on his tail as far as being almost as strong. Well, we don't know that because... we don't know if Goku's almost as strong. You would think logically he would be, but... Toriyama's recent comments about how he doesn't ever plan to have Goku and Vegeta pass Beerus. And he said Beerus and Whis. If he had just said Whis, okay, but Beerus and Whis kind of is concerning because, you know, goddamn, 3 years in the Room of Spirit and Time, you would think that by now they'd be able to pass that, right? I think the reveal at the end of Super is going to be that we won't ever see Whis fight. Him and Beerus will just tell Goku and Vegeta to surpass him a long time ago. Number one, that's a good idea. as far as them saying they surpassed him a long time ago, Jamie. I like that. Number 2, though, I'm going to be pissed if I don't see Whis fight. That's going to be disappointing. I really want to see this guy kick ass. Shadow Saiyan 1, or JAYAIN, the way he spelled it. I was disappointed about Monaka supposedly being an amateur and being used as a motivational tool for Goku and Vegeta. I mean, when things get tough, I doubt Goku and Vegeta would really play around. That's true. Very good point. And that's been my issue forever. When I said that Monaka... Okay, in my review, I said that those of you who thought that Monaka was actually a fraud, you win an award. This is not... Please don't misunderstand. I was in no way saying that you're some kind of genius writer. On the other hand, you actually are good at predicting things and even predicting bad writing. Because to me, even though the comment above about how the midterm motivation makes a lot of sense, it's dumb because Beerus and Whis should be the motivation for Goku and Vegeta to get better. You don't have to have a third character. I mean, that's a way out of it, the way that they had phrased it, but it's not really great storytelling. It is a little questionable. How about that? He says that Monaka has to be of some value as a new character, not just be there to be there. Well, there's a lot of new characters. I hope that they all get some more time to do stuff. But then again, it's Dragon Ball, and people get pushed to the side all the time. Carlito XB. Monaka must have a hidden skill, that's for sure. Bills is not going to waste one of their warriors like that. He's got something special. Well, that's what I thought too. But the spoilers say otherwise, bro. We'll see. Maybe... Hey, guys, maybe Monaka makes the wish and becomes super strong. Maybe that's the twist here. Maybe he jumps in during the Super Dragon Ball wish and wishes to be super strong. Greg Narton. I actually like that it's Goku time. All right. Jovi. I still don't think he's weak, though, because how does Beerus know him if he's so weak? Well, maybe he's the Oracle Fish like I theorized. You never know. Billy Williams. Am I happy about it? Not really, but it only makes sense. Goku versus Beerus had the potential to destroy the universe. No one really thought Universe 6 characters were stronger than Goku or Vegeta, only that they may have abilities that allow them to compete, which is actually kind of what happened. But when you can destroy universes, what ability except time travel really can't compete? That's a good point. And then you wonder, where the hell are they going to go with the series? Like, who can possibly come along to challenge these characters? Who can? I mean, it's even implied that Champa's weaker than Beerus, so who the fuck's gonna come around? We'll see what happens. Enrique Ruiz. Monaka will save the day. Super Norg Fortoiladofus. Damn. What if Monaka pretends to be weak, and when everyone's exhausted from fighting, turns out to be the main villain? Crazy, but at this point I want him to be relevant, even though I was on the side that he was weak. I really wanted to eat my words, and it does seem that they introduced a new character to motivate Goku and Vegeta. Can you imagine the twist? Probably never going to happen, but I can dream. Well, one thing I will say about what you just said is that I respect you because you said I really wanted to eat my words. A lot of people in this community, one of the most irritating things about, it's not Dragon Ball, it's every community, Star Wars, comic books, everything, is that people just cannot accept when they're wrong. The modern world is filled with people with such small dicks. Like, if you make a prediction and you're wrong, just admit that you're wrong. Like when the red and blue thing went down with last year, that whole debacle. I pretty much proved, and time proved, that SS Blue was stronger than SS God, the red one. But the people wanted to keep defending it, to the point where they would create their own headcanon. I had a guy tell me once, right? He asked me who's stronger, Vegeta or Gogeta, and I said Vegeta, and he's like, well, that's not true because Gogeta's fusion allows him to create, unique abilities. What? Like, you're just making that up. It's headcanon. You're making it up to win an argument. And this guy actually said, I wish I was wrong. I wanted to be wrong, but I wasn't wrong. That's pretty respectable. Alex Santos. It makes no sense. They should have made Monaka as strong as this. Made Monaka strong as this would have motivated Goku further in the series. I'm still wondering how Monaka took that punch from Goku. Well, I don't think Goku hit him as strong as he could have either way. That's all I can think of. Let's see. Vig says, now I have no problem with the titties. Well, there's nothing wrong with titties. That's the thing. Unless they're on a guy. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you're into that thing, that's fine too. I happen to like girl titties because they look nicer. But that's my opinion. Again, if you disagree, it's all good. Poppy F. The rule in Dragon Ball always states that sometimes the weakest looking character is one of the strongest. Yes. Absolutely. That is a fact. Kid Buu, Frieza's final form, runts, but they're really strong. Vegeta and Nappa. Nappa's this big buff guy with a twirly mustache. Vegeta's a short little guy, looks like a pussy, but he's actually really strong. You would think that Monaka would be super strong because he follows that formula. Not the case, I guess. But you never know. Maybe we have a secret that's going to be unveiled that we don't know about yet. Speed Freak Daniel. I'm happy with this decision. Monaka sucks, and it makes no sense getting a stronger character than Frieza, at least in Universe 7, in each new arc, when King Kai did state multiple times that Frieza was the strongest being in the universe. Yeah, but come on, bro. You have to understand that when Kai said that Frieza was the strongest in the universe, that was back then. Again, that's one of those things where it's bad derivative storytelling, because Kai knew about the Supreme Kais. I would assume he knew about who Whis was, even though he probably knew Beerus was asleep. He probably knew who Whis was. He just didn't want to tell Goku about it for whatever reason, a.k.a. Toriyama didn't come up with it yet. So that's why he said that. Don't overthink that, you know what I mean? Little sip for the working man. JP Zerniak, he had to be a fraud. They didn't spend all of DBZ and most of Super building up Goku and Vegeta as the strongest warriors in the universe, only to throw it out the window and say, hey, guess what? There are more planets and stronger warriors than you guys, even though you ascended 40 levels already. Well, the problem with that argument, JP, is that they did it with Frieza and they did it with Beerus. So, like, this whole argument right here is kind of, not very well said, because all this stuff about they built up Goku and Vegeta, no, they're not the strongest because Beerus and Whis are stronger. And that's it. Like, they're not even the strongest now. And if you count Universe 6, they're at best 4th, maybe 5th strongest. And that's it. So, it doesn't really count. Dragon Ball Super equals Dragon Ball G and VT. Goku and Vegeta time. Okay, that's from Alan. And another Alan, but spelled differently, Alan Gross. I still don't believe Monaka's weak. If he's indeed weak, there's no way he could have taken a punch from Goku off guard without having gone flying through the air like Krillin. That's a good point. That's a good point. Maybe he has durability. We'll see. I think Beerus just said that to motivate Goku and Vegeta, and if they were in fact to lose, he still has Monaka left. Well, that's what I thought too, but I guess him being a weakling was revealed. I don't see Beerus playing a game and possibly losing to Champa, but I can see him playing a game with Goku and Vegeta. That's the big one. I don't see him playing a game losing to Champa. That to me has always bugged me. I would think that he's going to do the best he can and not just pick Goku and Vegeta. He would do whoever he can to, whoever will be the strongest he can find, you know what I mean, to work with them. Having it just be those two, it doesn't really make sense. Captain Embold. I'm happy Goku and Vegeta are among the strongest. They have god power and should be above the rest, especially after 3 years in the time chamber. But here's the problem, Captain Embold. To tell a story, you have to have heat. You have to have drama. You have to have dread. And if this whole show is going to be Goku and Vegeta kicking people's asses and them never even being in dread, it's going to get old real fast. It's going to get boring real fast. You have to have somebody come along and really, challenge the good guy. You just can't have the good guys always win. You can't do that. You have to have the bad guys win, then the good guys win at the end. That's how every great story is told. This guy right here, Kamehameha 1000, Goku and Vegeta are the main characters. Yeah, so what? So what? Main characters are supposed to fucking lose. What the fuck? I wonder if some folks even know how to tell a proper story. You have to fucking lose in order for it to matter. Goku lost 2 tournaments in Dragon Ball before he won the last one. Goku lost to Tao. Goku got his ass kicked by Frieza. He got his ass kicked by Raditz. He got his ass kicked by Cell. He got his ass kicked by Kid Buu. And then you win. You don't just have this fight where it's like, okay, well, I was hiding this trick. Haha, I win. That's boring. That's boring. That's boring storytelling. Crimson, in my opinion. Crimson Shadow. Oh, I knew it. I know you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but I knew Monaka was a complete fraud from the moment he was revealed. No way someone like him could be given a Beerus run for his money over Goku. Well, why? Because of his nipples? Why couldn't he get a run? Gus Constant. So the question is, who's the first strongest guy Beerus fought? It's Whis. He says, not Whis. Whis is his master. It is Whis. I mean, it's who else is it, bro? Unless he was lying. He might have been lying. Aaron Johnson, I fucking knew it. Good. That's not really a good thing. Snap Falcone here with a nice thing to say. Let's see. Baguaz Hang 2. Again, if I screw up your name, I apologize. I think Monaka was used by Beerus to motivate Goku and Vegeta, but he'll end up having hidden potential that will be unlocked in this fight with Hit. There are spoilers out. I'm not going to keep reading this. Don't get offended. But there are spoilers out already that you may or may not want to read, but that kind of negates this. So I'm just letting you know that there are spoilers out. That's all I'm going to say. It's on my channel if you want to read them for the next like 3 episodes. I still believe Monaka is from Impure Death 2. I still believe Monaka might be the strongest in Universe 7. How can you forget he took a punch from Goku when he was off guard? How could you? I didn't forget. But they said he was a fraud and an amateur. That's what Whis said. Beerus lied. Goku was the strongest he ever fought. Well, maybe. David Marlowe. I knew his nipples lied to me from the start. Joseph Smith. What if Piccolo is the one to take on Champa? I mean, I highly doubt. No. Iris Woolrag. It got me mad that Monaka's weak. It's just bad storytelling. Like, as far as motivations for Beerus, it's not that the idea is horrible. It's that I don't understand why Beerus would gamble Universe 7's Earth for a joke or a training Goku. Since when has he cared that much about Goku and Vegeta? You know, didn't he say in the Battle of Gods movie they could be a threat one day? Very weird. Yavanna Watkins writes, no, it makes sense why they would do that. Based on his appearance, he looks weak. Well, remember what we said earlier. It doesn't matter how you look in Dragon Ball. That does not matter. It's never mattered. Goku's a kid and kicking grown men's asses for a whole series, so it does not matter. So if Beerus is claiming he's super strong and he's being saved for last, he's a trump card. That will definitely motivate Goku and Vegeta to be their best. They pride themselves for getting stronger and fighting the best. Plus, I know Vegeta truly wants to be the strongest, so a weakling like Monaka is a motivator for show. If he were to be strong, I guess that would have been a plus for Beerus. Have a backup fighter, however, for the lesson itself. Well, that's the thing. It is a plus for Beerus to have a backup fighter. I just feel like the lesson, he's gambling the Earth to teach them a lesson. That doesn't really make sense to me. Like, how the hell does Beerus know that Champa's characters are that weak? Like, how does he know? Like, you know, what if Champa would have got somebody really strong and won? You know, it's like, it's just too. It doesn't make sense for Beerus's character to do that. Let's see what happens, though. I'm going to see if they explain it at the end of the tournament. Let's wait and see. A couple more, and then we'll get out of here. Fatima Abdo. Maybe there's a real fighter that Beerus told Goku, but the fighter refused, so Beerus refused to enter a tournament, and Beerus found someone else. I think I got that in my Ask FM. That's possible. Sabang Lemao. Monaka equals Oracle Fish. I made that theory, and it's very possible. Let's see here. Antonio Caballero. How come the Room of Spirit and Time, people can learn new power-ups, somehow hide it from the other person in there? I think because they train like far away or something. That's a good question. That's not really a question for this video. I'm going to respond to it right now. The room, right here on the air, yo. The room time is very vast, so perhaps they are training far away. But it wouldn't. It really doesn't. How was Trunks able to hide that? Go ahead and reply right there. King 1919 too. I was right. Okay, good. Reese Benedict. No, I would have liked Monaka to be strong. I don't like how Super's going. We'll see where it goes, but I see your point. DBZ fan troll level of Monaka over 9,000. Mammoth, very disappointed, but hoping this isn't the case. I want to see Monaka beat someone. And it probably ain't going to happen, but we'll see. Didn't we say, could it be that Monaka's an amateur or something along those lines? Seems like he was speculating. I don't think he was telling the truth. Well, maybe he wasn't. I just feel like it's a joke for them to go back and forth over and over again. He said on purpose to be over here and tell Goku. That's just my theory. You know what? That could be true. We haven't had Goku Piccolo tell him yet, I don't think. I wonder. We'll see. We'll see what happened. Excuse me. Evac. I think he's pretty strong. If Beerus really wants to motivate them, for sure he picks someone who looks a lot less ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. J. John 4040. I'm just mad that nerfed Monaka and made GT mistake. Focused entirely on Goku and Vegeta. I see GT. Okay, they think about it. Everyone other than Goku and Vegeta was useless in the tournament. Who really put in the work on the map? Yeah, I know that. That's what I said in the video. It's become the Goku and Vegeta show. Mega D Ali says it isn't actually confirmed that Monaka is a weakling. Listen to what we says carefully. Yeah, it's true. It's not 100% confirmed where this guy came from. We're gonna find out very soon. It just seems to be that case. Hexbag91. I'm still unsure how it will turn out. Many out there expect this to be the case with Monaka, but as fellow commenters to this video have said, I imagine he'll still have some relevance in the story. Yeah, that's true. As for being Goku and Vegeta's show, it has been largely not an unbearable degree. It has been largely, but not to an unbearable degree. They need some more characters in there, as ridiculous as that may sound. The cast is already huge as it is, but let's face it, most of the time human characters who fight are useless now and just sit there on the hill every episode like lifeless mannequins, as much the story as a chocolate teapot. I like this guy, bro. I like this guy's comment. Hopefully characters like Kaba will remedy this, but at least you get Piccolo at least getting a little limelight. It was more than expected, even if it was just fleeting. Yeah, but look, I don't care about like Yamcha. I'm sorry, don't hate me for this. I don't really care about those characters like Tenshin Han. They're kind of yesterday's news, and they have been since like the Cell Saga. But I do care about, like, you know, Piccolo and Gohan, Goten and Trunks. They're still relevant. They were still doing something in the Buu Saga, right? Monaka equals Bardock or Future Trunks. No, please. Bad trolling. LOL, and you thought he was going to be strong from Gabriel Zimmerman. It was obvious he was going to be weak. I don't know how many people speculated so much it was obvious. It wasn't really obvious, bro. Don't disrespect me, bro. I think I know a little bit about Dragon Ball. William Blaylock, I'm okay with this, mainly because I was dissatisfied in the appearance of him when he first showed up in the series. Well, Kid Buu doesn't look too threatening either, and he kicked their ass. All right, we're gonna do well, this will be the last one. All right, I apologize. There's a lot of comments down there. This will be a 2-hour video or 5-hour video if I do them all, but I am gonna read through all these when I get done here. Take a look at them as much as I can. I only have a little few minutes left. I have to go do something, but I will look through as many as I can. Do the best that I can here. I'm kind of disappointed that it started to become the Goku show and not much of Vegeta. Sure, he one-shot at almost everyone, but he lost the hit while Goku was the one winning. Goku has a new technique coming up in episode 39. I think he wants to spotlight more Vegeta and not Goku. Goku is 1 and Vegeta is 1A. That's pretty much how it is. I really wish that Vegeta did at least take out a main villain or something. Frieza would have been the perfect opportunity for it. He took out Frost, which is like a consolidation prize that sucks dick. I don't know. I mean, it is a bit of a letdown. If it's gonna be the Goku, Vegeta, Beerus, and Whis show, we need to see Beerus and Whis in action. We really do. Anyways, that's it for this little community response video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I do these once in a while where I actually read. God. Jesus, a lot of comments. I read all your comments as much as I can get to. I can't get to all of them. And thank you again for commenting on the video and for being a part of the Geek Army. I appreciate you as always. I really, really do care about all of you guys. Legit. I want everybody to have a healthy life. Don't eat too much fast food. For real, that shit'll kill you. And stay away from, like, cocaine and shit. You know, weed is one thing, but... Alright, I'm rambling. Anyways... I'll catch y'all down the road, all right?